Welcome everyone to Live at Larry's number 34. And I'm flying solo tonight. Gonna play by myself, with myself. Permit myself to introduce myself. Larry Karp here at your service. And I'm coming around. Oh, mirror, I forgot the mirror. Why do I always do that? But I figured a way to do it last time. If I just put this little briefcase on here, then everything works out fine. Let's see how this works. Okay. Oh, that's good. Kinda. It's good, a little. So I hope everybody's okay. And I'm up here in New York. Trying to get my life in order. So I hope you're doing the same with yourselves. I was just practicing for a while. Okay, so I think I'm going to play some blues first, and we'll see where I go from there. Let's see here. That ain't it. Let me see. Stop. I found a nice style the other day. It was just like snapping. It sounded like this. It was very nice, but I don't think I know where I put it, where it is rather. Let me see. Stop. Let's put it on the thing. I was working on something before and changing. There's this popular song form I guess since the Gershwin brothers wrote I Got Rhythm, jazz musicians have been playing rhythm changes, the progression of I Got Rhythm for many years. I have the date exactly of the rhythm changes, but of when I Got Rhythm was written. But my point is that you could change the harmonies freely. I was just trying to change harmonies freely. Like, I'll show you what I was doing. Let's see here. Trying to take the bridge, the second section of the song, and play it any way that I just felt. Like, I know it's hard to do with the rhythm section, that's why I like to play left-hand bass, because I can control the harmony, I can do whatever I want. So if I feel like going, like it's in B flat, and usually the bridge is in D, it goes to D7, then G7, C7, F7, but I can go F minor to B flat, E flat, I go wherever I want. Any 2-5-1 combination, the musicians understand that. I could do whatever I want, and then just make sure I get back to the tonic, to the root of the next section. So I was practicing that just to feel comfortable with that, because sometimes I just do that naturally, but when I play by myself. But anyway, but it's hard to do with a rhythm section. With a drummer, I could do it and have no bass player. If I have no bass player, I can do it myself, and I go anywhere I want. The drummer just follows me. But that's that. Now, let me, there's my glasses. I want to take a song here. I'm working on this project. I'm organizing my whole repertoire, and I got it in 10 sections. And the first section, I once came across this book. I think I explained this to you a long time ago. I want to try to do my own interpretation of this song. I saw this book. My dad had a book. It was called Swanee River or something. I don't know the name of it. One day I'll show it to you. It's got 29 piano players of my dad's generation, like past generation too. Art Tatum was in there, and Claude Thornhill, I think, and I think Teddy Wilson was in that book. And they all wrote an interpretation of Swanee River, Old Folks at Home. Okay, so they took this song. I guess the publisher had this concept. Let's take this one song and get a bunch of people, a bunch of pianists, well-known pianists, to play their own interpretation of it. And then they put it, I guess they wrote out each interpretation, which I'm going to sight read one day. I'm going to sight read each one, and I plan to record it, so I know what they're saying musically. And maybe I'll make a recording of all 29 pianists. And then I'm going to do my own interpretation. And they're just playing solo piano. But I've always said that if you take the lyric and you play the lyric instead of the melody or the chords, if you develop the lyric or play around the lyric, or use imagery to somehow convey the message of the lyric, which is even better, then a person sitting in an audience, if they're listening to me play solo piano and they know the lyrics of the song, they're going to say, wow, he's playing the lyric, right? That's a gorgeous thing. I mean, I've been in an audience many times, and I said to myself, boy, I wish they would just play the lyric, you know, and try to develop it, because I know the lyric, and I want to hear how they would interpret it. Instead, they're just playing the chords and playing melodies or improvising melodies over the chords. It's okay, it's one level of playing, but I think it's an even higher level when you just play the lyric. So let me try, I'm going to redo the lyrics of this song. I researched it a bit. They had inside the book a lead sheet, I guess a piece of sheet music of the song, but it wasn't actually complete, I don't think. I had to go research it. And then I actually found out that Swanee River is the Florida state song, right? So, and I think Bing Crosby sang it, so I got his recording and the state song recording. Now, there was a little controversy with this song because it had some, I don't want to say racist words in there, but it wasn't too friendly toward black people. And I think before it became the Florida state song, I think they changed the lyrics a little bit and did away with certain words that they didn't think were too flattering. And they took them out and they replaced them. So I'm going to give you the new words and the more doctored up song. You know, right now, by the way, I'm having my hat as we speak. It's being shortened around the brim. I had it shortened from the top down, from the crown. And it just didn't look completely right. It looked almost Amish. So I said, you know what? Why don't I'll have the brim done. So I took it back. I hope they're going to help me out. And he said to give him some time, but he might have it for me by Thursday. And he's going to take off maybe, I don't know if it's 2 centimeters or something. It was 80 centimeters around or something from the crown to the brim. And then now he's going to make it 60. I hope it's not going to be too small. But he's working on that, and I'm going for this look with that hat. I hate to keep making a big deal out of it, but when I saw Al Pacino with that hat, that Homburg hat, in The Godfather, it was so nicely made. It actually looks, it gives messages. It conveys certain messages, like here's a guy who's very efficient about killing. That's his job. I want to be efficient about saving lives and giving life and giving joy. And I wanted this hat to be something so beautiful that when people see that hat, they go, wow, that looks awesome, right? So I had it kind of modeled after his hat, Al Pacino, but he wears like a gray one. I had one already in black. And then the hat maker said, if you can get me a model of the hat, I can work with it. And I thought to myself, wait a second, I got a hat already. And in fact, I don't even like it because it's too tall. So I brought it in, and I was afraid he was going to butcher it, but he's a professional, he's a hat maker, and him and his worker, Alex, they just did an incredible job with it, so I was just so impressed. And so I figured, I'll trust him with the brim too. He'll just make the brim nice, and maybe, you'll see, I trust he's going to do a good job. I hope so, because whatever. All right, so let's try this Swanee River, and then we'll see what I'll do next. But it says, okay, way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. Way down. So I want to get into the lyric. How do you convey that to an audience? Way down upon, is it? When you say way down upon the Swanee River, does it mean you're up high and you're looking and the water's way down, or you're way over here and it's way down over there? Way down, I don't quite understand the lyrics completely, so I got to work with them. Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. There's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay. There's where my heart is turning. Oh, I'm turning there. I'm always going there. They want to be near the old folks. Okay. Actually, I just took care of my two parents. I'm knocked out. I don't want to see anyone over the age of 50. To be honest with you. Actually, I'm almost 60. All right, maybe I'll raise it up to 62, 63. But I don't want anyone. I don't know. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. I took care of an octogenarian. I don't know, what do you call that? My dad was 90 or something when he passed away, and my mom was an octogenarian. And I just, in fact, I see Facebook, some things about older people. I got to turn it off. I can't look at it. I don't know why. I'm just a little burnt out. Forgive me. All up and down the whole creation, sadly I roam. Kind of sounds like what I'm doing right now. I don't know where the heck I am or what I'm doing. I'm in New York, and everything's changed around here. It's all different. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here, other than studying Torah and being in my row, my brother, my aunt. I'm just kind of. I got some friends here too, but whatever. I don't really have any other place, really. I don't know where I am. I guess I'm attached to the Torah. I got to finish the Torah because that's my life and the length of my days, as the Torah says. Anyway, let's see. Still longing for my childhood station and for the old folks at home. I guess this person wants to go home to their old neighborhood, hang out in the old hood. Okay, let's see. Now here's the bridge. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. This is the Florida State song, by the way. I hope they read the lyrics. It's kind of sad. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. I guess that's kind of true. A lot of people smoking pot around everywhere. Everywhere I go, they're smoking pot. I mean, I just walk down the street and I got to keep my nose clenched, or else I can get a second-hand high. I don't want such a thing. I'm high on life. I just want to focus on the Torah. And everyone, I guess, is escaping. They need a little to get their head out there because life is tough. I get it. Let's see. Oh, okay. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, dear ones, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. This person's longing to be home with their family and the old folks, their memories, and be in their old neighborhood. I don't know if I feel that way right now. A little too soon to ask me. I'm happy I'm gone. It took a big mess to get up here, boy. Car breaking down, the whole 9 yards. A lot of driving, tense, smell of gas inside the car. It was rough. Finally got here, now I'm here, and I don't feel like moving anywhere. Okay. Next verse. There's 3 verses I found in my research, and the chorus repeats itself. So that's good. Okay. I'll read you the second and third verse. All round the little farm I wandered when I was young. Then many happy days I squandered, many the songs I sung. Wow, sounds like my life. When I was playing with my brother, happy was I. That's true. Oh, take me to my kind old mother. There let me live and die. Well, she went before me. So, and I guess that ain't going to happen. So, glad her without the evil eye. Let's see. All right. And then you go back to that chorus. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, dear ones, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. So whenever I'm away, my heart grows weary for the old folks at home. All right, now on verse 3. One little hut among the bushes, one that I love, still sadly to my memory rushes, no matter where I rove. Love and rove. Rove? How do you make love rhyme with rove? I guess you got to kind of do it slickly. Let's see. One little hut. I guess they lived in a hut, right? Among the bushes. One that I love. still sadly to my memory rushes, no matter where I rove. When will I see the bees a-humming all around the comb? I've seen combs before with bees around it. Wow, it's a sight. I have a friend who has bees and honey, and wow, that's got to put on that suit, that big white suit, and go in there and hope they don't sting you. I don't know if they can get through that suit. I would hope it protects you, but I don't think they like their honey being messed with. That's why I don't eat the honey. I'm a vegan, and I don't eat it because I get gout, but a secondary reason in the back of my mind is I don't think these animals like us to be killing them, and I don't think they like us messing with their honey and their products. They work so hard on that honey, and here we go in and take it with our scary white suit. We come in and grab it, and they are getting real angry, and I don't know if they like that. Why can't you just have date honey? Date honey is delicious, very sweet. I had it once to see what it tastes like. Let's see. When will I see the bees a-humming all around the comb? When shall I hear the banjo strumming down in my good old home? Okay. I have a friend who plays very fine banjo, my friend Jim. I miss him. Haven't heard him playing in a long, long time. All right, so now let me see if I can. I'm going to start with nothing and see if I got to find the key. I'm going to build this arrangement from scratch. Just see if I get some ideas. So way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. Well, let's assume I'm way over here and up, so I cover both, right? So I'm way. This is in my key too. I wrote up a lead sheet in my vocal key. Way down upon the Swanee River. Let's see, river. That kind of sounds like a river. There, far, far away. There's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay. All up and down the whole creation. Sadly I roam. Like walking, I'm walking there, roaming, right? Still longing for my childhood station and for the old folks at home. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. A little reharmonizations to see if it somehow conveys the message of roaming better. I don't know if that helped. Let's see. Oh, dear ones, how my heart goes weary, far from the old folks at home. Let's go right to this. Okay, second and third verse, and then I'll do the chorus after that. Let's see. All round the farm I wandered. I'm sorry. All round the little farm I wandered when I was young. That's a younger sound, right? It's a higher up sound. That's what I'm thinking. Just letting you know what I'm thinking. Then many happy days I squandered, many the songs I sung. Right, singing songs. I'll just interject. I heard a couple of pianists playing this week. I'm not going to name any names. Some had the luxury of having singers on the bandstand singing the lyrics, and they ignored the lyrics. And these were fine players, such control over the vocabulary and everything. And I got to be careful how I say that, because they they know all the pianistic devices and ins and outs of the instrument, the vocabulary, but I don't know if they know the vocabulary that helps to convey the message of words, the imagery. That they need to get in touch with, I think. But I was listening to these pianists play, and I was thinking, gosh, why are you letting those adjectives go by? Why aren't you playing this? She's singing this, he's singing that. Why don't you put this there, put that there? I'm thinking everything I could possibly play that would make it sound great, and they ignore it, and they're more into showing off, and you know, they're always looking for approval. You know, they give you those smiles like, you know, look at me, hey Ma, look at me. Yeah. And they give you all that stuff, and I think, come on, grow up already. Get into the lyric. I mean, my teacher, Mr. Manuel, he listened. He had big ears. He just listened to what you sang, and he tried to accompany it. I'm hoping to continue with that endeavor that he did, and even take it further, because I really want to. I think this is the right way, and I think it's the right way to play. So I want to do it right. Anyway, so let's see here. So I'm trying to wake up my colleagues. Please pay attention. Look, I don't claim to be the greatest pianist in the world, but I got a concept. And the concept I have is just right. I challenge you to challenge me, because I don't think there's any more right way to play than to convey the message of the lyric. Why put a lyric with music? This dominant language of English with this subservient language of pitch and rhythm and harmony, and so music becomes subservient to the lyric. The lyric is the dominant entity in this regard, and it needs to be respected. You can't just ignore it, or else what are you doing? And then people, you know, they wonder, you're confusing the public. The public doesn't know what music they should be listening to and what's good and what's not. Because you're playing something, you know, to be cool and hip, you know, and with your little, you know, wild outfits on, your long hair and your hats and whatnot. And you're confusing the poor public. They're like, you know, is that good? Is that right? No, it's not. Ask any musician who's sensitive to lyrics. It's not right. Let's continue. Let's see. All round the little farm I wandered. All around the little farm I wandered when I was young. When many happy days I squandered, many the songs I sung. When I was playing with my brother, happy was I. Oh, take me to my kind old mother, there let me live and die. Let's skip to the third verse. One little hut among the bushes, one that I love, still sadly to my memory rushes. No matter where I rove, when will I see the bees humming all round the comb? When shall I hear the banjo strumming down in my good old home? Let's skip here. Back to the chorus. All the world is sad and lonely everywhere I roam. Oh, dear ones, how my heart grows weary Something like that. You see where I'm going with it? I'm trying to shape an arrangement that makes sense. It's meaningful. I don't got to play a lot of notes. How can I possibly play so many notes? I hear people playing so many notes. Where do they get all those notes from? I mean, where do they think of all these notes to play? What's it for? They're pressing to impress. They're not pressing to have some meaning. Find out what the song means and use the least amount of notes to get the job done. Sometimes I play a little extra stuff because I'm trying to go for some type of imagery and I can't quite figure out what the imagery is yet, so maybe my hand plays a lot of notes or grabs a lot of things. But once I edit it down, then I don't play like that anymore. But anyway, let's see. I'll try it. Let me try another one then. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to leave this open. There might be a song I might want to do. I was singing. I'm being motivated to play. What do you call it? I was in a store and I was thinking of the lyrics of this song. Let's see. Yes. Yes, it's only a paper moon, sailing over a cardboard sea. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Now, I thought of singing the second part softer. Sailing over a canvas. Wouldn't be make-believe. One more time. Let me try again. Let's see. Yes, it's only, I know, it's only a paper moon, hanging, sailing over a cardboard sea. But it wouldn't be make-believe. If I had two different volumes, it shows the imaginary and what would be real as if you believed in me, right? So I guess he's trying to, I think it's Ryan O'Neal singing to his daughter. I know it was in that movie, Paper Moon. I don't know if it was written for Paper Moon. I got to check it out and do my research, but I think he was trying to, and he's a crook, he's a criminal, Ryan O'Neal, and his daughter, who happened to be in it, with the real daughter, is playing his fictitious daughter, Tatum O'Neal, and she's a smart little cookie herself, and I think he's like a con man, and she helps him with the cons, and they're like leading a life of crime, and it's heading nowhere. I don't quite get the message of the movie yet. I have to go back and look at it. Boy, I saw a scary movie the other night. It was what do you call it? James Caan with Bates. What's her name? She was scary. Boy, he was a writer, and his car went off a cliff, and she rescued him, and she was a nurse, but she had like a history of not being completely there, and she took him back to her place, and he was like, she had a crush on him or something, and she liked all his books. And she kept him in her house, like hostage, and was making him write. Oh, it was like really wild. And I don't want to give away all the other details, but it was really intense. And she played that character so intensely. And James Caan, he had to play it like a New York writer, I guess, city slicker. And he was doing a good job. And it was just. I was once on a line for. I think I was at the Forge in Miami. I happened to, I don't know what it was. It was some type of event. I think it was the opening of a movie. I think it was the, what's that movie with, I think it was Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. It was one of those movies, I think. For some reason, James Caan was there, and Mickey Rourke, but James Caan was coming, and I had a kippah on my head, and James Caan was coming toward the line, and he looked at me, he looked at the kippah, and he gave me like a little smile and kind of like a look with a wink. I don't know what he meant by that, but whatever. But anyway, but I'm into movies. I'm into, and I love the music for movies. I'm trying to find a lot of music for movies and try to learn them and do the characters, do imitations of the characters and play the songs. But let's see if I can do this again. Let's see. No, that's not good. I gotta find something that fits. No, too much. Let's see. No. Let me see. Can't get some. It's kind of like a lot of fake and phony stuff, right? A paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. I know it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. 'Cause without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in the penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. A paper moon hanging over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It's a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Something like that. Just playing around with stuff, seeing if I get ideas. Eventually I'd like to write arrangements on these songs and sing them. Let's see if I got anything in here I can whip out for you. I don't know if I know. Anything in there. Alright, let's see. I'm going to do something else. I was looking at a song for my father. I wanted to write something nicely for my father, but I'm not ready with that. And then I like this. This was always a favorite Steve Lawrence song of mine. A room without windows, a room without doors. You're never gonna find me. Let me see if I get the lyrics. Hold on, let me get. Hold on. Let's see. So now I gotta go. What's the name of that? A room without window. A Room Without Windows, A Room Without Doors, Steve Lawrence lyrics. Oh, okay, I love this song. Let's see. I wonder how Steve Lawrence is doing. Haven't heard much about him. They used to send out newsletters to me and my mom, and then I guess Edie died, and then I think Steve Lawrence, I don't know if he's well, I don't know where he is, or hope he's okay. A room without windows, a room without doors. Now, how can you convey that? A room without windows. Let me make like perfect fits. A room without windows. A room without doors. No door. How do you? It's real tight. A room where no gal, but I can. No guy, but I can spy the charms that are yours. I like being marooned on an island far from civilized shores. You and me in a room without windows, a room without doors. No bells will be ringing, no telephone calls. In our little well-secluded cell of ceiling and walls, while dozens of males sit and bite you their nails and hate me because I am yours in a room without windows, a room without doors. If they said, friend, how would you like to spend the long hereafter? I'd tell them what we're after is a one-way ticket to a room without keyholes, a room with no view. We'd like to reside there, hide there for an era or two, completely wrapped up in each other while the whole world ignores. No, let's see. I'm getting an idea here. Well, we'd like completely wrapped up in each other while the whole world ignores you and me in a room without windows, a room without doors. How would you like to spend the long hereafter? Wrong way, it has to go down the harmony. Let's see. If they said, friend, would you like to spend the long hereafter? I tell them what we're after is a one-way ticket to. Right there, you can modulate. A room without keyholes, a room with no view. We'd like to reside there, hide there for an era or two, completely wrapped up in each other while the whole world ignores you and me in a room without windows, a room without windows, a room without windows, a room without doors. Something like that. Oh, it's got a picture of Steve Lawrence there. All right. I guess when he was younger. What else? What time is it? Okie dokie. I think I played an hour, didn't I? We going into overtime here? Not that I'm counting minutes, you know what I'm saying? But, all right, I see you guys there. Let's see. Let me play a little. Let me see if I had. Focus. Okay. Let me see what else is on my mind. Let's see. How about she'll sing a song or two, and I'll play chords for her and make her sound so good. Someday my princess will come, and I'll play some chords for her, and she'll sing all the songs, and I'll go along with her. What else? I haven't had too much time to really practice too much of it. I got to get a chapter of Torah done per day, and some of these chapters are so long. This chapter I'm on has, let's see, each Mishnah 8 pages, then 1, 2, 1, 10, 4, 2, and they're long pages and dense with a lot of writing on them, and I got to read through them and organize them, and it's a lot of work. So then when I finally get to practice, I'm tired, but whatever. I'm going to do one more for you. Let me see. Let's see. I was looking through all kinds of stuff. I don't know what I feel like doing. Let's see if I can do one, get the lyrics to it. I don't know what I feel like singing. Let's just play. I sang this song to one of my friends who I haven't seen in a very long time, and I don't hear from him very much. And we were like pretty close buddies. Do you want to build a snowman? Do you want to come and play? I never see you anymore. You don't open the door. What have you gone away? We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I think I'm gonna cry. You want to build a snowman? Doesn't have to be a snowman. Okay, bye. Let's see. Sometimes I like loops, various loops, like. Isn't she lovely? Stevie Wonder lyrics. Oh, we gonna have some fun now. Let's see if I got the right key. Okay, that's good. Let's see. All right, this will be the last one, I think. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely? Made from love. Now, isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. Boy, I'm so happy. We have been heaven blessed. I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one. But isn't she lovely? Made from love. Isn't she lovely? Life and love are the same. Life is Aisha, I guess that's her name, the meaning of her name. Lonnie, it couldn't have not been done without you who conceived the one that's so very lovely, made from love. Yeah, something like that. All right. I guess that's it, huh? What can I tell you? Whew, a little tired, a little winded, but whatever. I'll try to have some guests. I called a bunch of people, but a lot of people are busy, and a lot of people are old, just downright old. And they don't feel like playing. They don't feel like schlepping. They don't want to get from here to Long Island or from Long Island to here. They don't want to go from not playing to playing. They're old. That's what they are. I have a lot of friends, and they're all old. So if they'll take their Metamucil and they get excited maybe about playing a little bit, maybe, just maybe, I'll have a guest next time or not. I don't know. I can't promise anything. At least I'm here, I guess. So I'll try to do something different each week, and I'll hopefully enlighten you with some insight into something. I know we have to convey the message of lyrics, and that's the point of my show, is to try to do that by myself or with other fellow colleagues. All right, have a good week. I'll see you, God willing, tomorrow for the Truth Seekers show, and we're studying those 12 minor prophets. So don't be late. I don't know. Don't be late. I don't know what time I'm doing the show, so I guess whenever I do it, check in and check out the show. Learn Torah. You got to learn Torah. No day should pass without you learning Torah. All right, have a good week. I love you.